Welcome to Life Talks. This is Brian.
And Melissa.
And you may notice I'm already mid-sweat in this talk show of a sauna, but the sauna is like at a cool 51 degrees. Why are we sweating already, babe?
Because we've been talking about the mortgage.
That's right, the mortgage. So we have this conversation all the time. Here's the deal, folks. We're getting close on paying off our house, okay? It's not our dream house. It's like a townhome. Okay, it's nice, whatever, but we don't like neighbors. Just kidding. We love our neighbors, but we want to be in the country, right?
Right. We have great neighbors. And, they're so great that we get to see what they're doing in their garage.
All the time, or like if I run through the kitchen naked, they're probably going to get a little preview of Brian. You know what I mean?
I don't like that.
Okay. Maybe I'm not doing that too much.
But that sometimes it makes us sweat because we're just wondering, what do we do, right? The question is, do we pay it off, right? Do we invest that money, or
do we just go and get the next house already? Like, we're so close, right? If I pay this mortgage off and stay here another year or whatever it's going to be less than that, by the way, before this house is done. But like, it's a bittersweet, because it's like, I feel good, like, wow, babe, we're going to be debt free. We have no debt, no student loans, no car debt, none of that garbage, right? So we're literally going to be debt free. We'd be like, basically, we're not like doctor money here, but we'd be like, we feel rich,
Right. Yeah. Most of our paychecks will go to whatever we want them to go to. Our retirement fund, our trip to España.
Yeah, wherever. So that is a dream in itself, to like be debt free and keep your entire paycheck minus your normal expenses, taxes, etc. Yeah, sure. So here's the question: do we pay this thing off now? Because like the little bit left on our mortgage, it's just like, we're just going to roll into another mortgage. So even if we pay this one off, which is good, it's good, and then get the next mortgage, it's just like, why don't we just go get our house and stop? We're only going to live so long. Why don't we just already go get the next house? The interest on the next house, it's not going to be like, whoa, your payment's going to be so much bigger. It's not like, oh, you're losing so much money by not waiting. It's like, it's a little amount that it would probably be different.
Yeah, that's true. But I really want to see the horizon. I really want to see the sunset, right? So I have wants, but not needs. So what would Dave Ramsey say about this?
Right.
Babe.
So on this show, we've been doing some role play lately. And if you want to check out some of our Friday night sessions, we've done some role plays. We're going to play this one out where I'm Dave Ramsey, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're going to be my crazy caller and call on in and let me know.
Ring, ring.
Yeah, it's Dave Ramsey show. How you doing?
Oh, Dave, thanks so much for answering my call. How are you today?
What's his line?
Better than I deserve.
Better than I deserve. How about you? What's up?
Awesome. Well, so my husband and I are debt free.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, thank you. We don't have a huge salary, but it's comfortable. So thanks be to God, right? And we have a little bit of our mortgage left. I don't remember how much, actually, to be honest. We have some of our mortgage left, but we're very close to paying it off. Probably by the spring, late winter, early spring, we can be totally debt free.
Excellent. I love debt free. Okay, that was a little bit of an accent.
Right. My husband is 40 and I am 34. We're in a home that's not our dream home.
Okay.
So we really want to just get our next home. Should we wait to pay off this mortgage, or should we just get our dream home anyways? Because we're so close, it's really not going to make a big difference in our finances.
Okay. Well, here at the Dave Ramsey team, we're always about debt free, right? If you could pay cash for a house, you pay cash for a house. Are you guys sitting on any savings or investment income?
I do believe so.
Okay. So what's preventing you from paying off the house right now then?
I don't know.
Well, that's not good enough, darling. Where are you from? Portugal?
Illinois.
Canada. Oh, Illinois. Okay. Flatlands. Okay. Yeah. So we at Dave Ramsey would recommend you take, if you have enough savings and you feel comfortable that you're still on that track to become a millionaire, all that good stuff, then you just pay this mortgage off now. Why are you giving the bank your interest? Even if you're in a little townhome, a little dinker, that's only like $172 of interest a month. That's $172 you're losing. And you're trying to make that what? And your investments? We at the Dave Ramsey team believe in paying off the debt right away and then start soaking into that retirement account again.
How much should I know that I should keep in my investments for retirement?
Well, you can visit our website to see some of those calculators. So I think that's our plan. Now, as regards to you want to upgrade to the next house.
I do. We want some land. We want some chickens. We want our kids to be able to play outside and not like have to be on a street.
Okay. All I hear is you want debt. Talk to me, woman from Illinois.
No, we don't want debt. We want to get out of debt.
Then why would you move? All I hear is you want debt.
Okay, go bye.
Listen, folks, I just had a caller. I didn't mean to scare her. I probably did. She's probably crying. I'm really just trying to say, why would you want to throw yourself in debt? The Dave Ramsey team would say, Jesus went to the cross. You got to suffer a bit. You guys are about to pay out this new house, pay off the old house, sorry. Years, save up cash, even though you got the sunset, whatever is going on in there. Your kids are going to be a little jammed in that house. That's fine. People have had worse, I'm sure. But maybe you save up for a couple of years, 3 years. Is it going to be 5? I know we only get one earthly life, so it's true. You are prime years that you could be running around with your energy on your land. But you know how sweet it's going to be when you walk in, pay cash for that land, and be done at, say, 5 years from now, and then you can do whatever you want. By the way, that whole time while you're paying, saving cash, we still would recommend paying 15% into your investment. So you don't want to stop doing that just to hit the mortgage. You want to make sure you're doing that too. Okay, thanks, hon. That was a great call. How'd we do?
We did great. I think you said everything he wanted to say, except for I know he says the word stupid a lot more than.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. No. Hopefully, I wasn't mocking him. Like, we really do like Dave Ramsey a lot, so he's great, and I think his advice is solid. And that's probably what he would literally say is paid off now. I am struggling with that because it's true. Like, the market's doing decent, so we're making decent money in our investments. So it's tough to take that little bit and be done with this mortgage now, as opposed to maybe 3 months from now. That's a little bit tough. I just want to squash the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I have a couple assets that are growing, so the interest in the market is better than the interest I'm getting hit at with my mortgage. So it's a kind of a tough one. So, anyways, let us know what you guys honestly think out there. Like, what do you do about this, right? If you have a desire to upgrade your house or move, you want to pay down the current house. Maybe you got extra debt on top of it, and you still have this kind of problem, which most people do, right? Usually, most people have credit card debt and different things. So, what do you do?
Please let us know your thoughts, and
yeah.
If you have alpacas, please tell us how to raise them also.
Okay. Lastly, you can see we're in the sauna. I'm going to cough.
I'm going to sweat while you cough because I've been sweating this whole time.
So what's the show about? Well, you can clearly tell it's a talk show and we are in our sauna. And generally we talk about the day to day and try to make sense of it and bring it back to like, what's the truth behind it? So I have no plan for how I'm going to say this, but how do we bring this back? And it's kind of a Christian ministry here. So how do we bring back this to God at all? Can we? So what would Jesus do, the WWJD, if he was in our situation? What do you think? Break that down.
Well, I think since he didn't have a place to lay his head, as he says, even though foxes and animals have homes and shelters, he never had one. So I think he'd say, be thankful for where you're at. I've provided for you. But I think he would also say, listen to those desires. They may or may not be satisfied right now, but those desires are important and we need to at least acknowledge them and go to him with those desires. And he knows, and he wants us to be like a child and go to him with everything. Because as a father, he wants us to be able to trust that he's going to take care of us and he will ultimately fulfill those desires. We may not know how, and it may not be right now, but he at least wants us to know that he is here listening to us.
Okay, so I think what I heard is, yeah, it's true. We have desires, so it's important to recognize those, and find out if those desires are from him, like sincerely, which they appear to be. It's like ingrained in us, like the love for nature. So
it's been going on for years, and it's not like it's something that's been 3 months, and we're like, oh no, this has been like a deep longing in us for years, like
right. Yeah. And then what if he says, okay, I recognize your desire, and we sort of touched on this, I believe, last week in our show, but you can't move yet. What do you do with that?
We try to be just grateful every day anyways, right? Grateful for the fact that we do have shelter and it is a nice neighborhood. We can still go on walks. We have a conservation area just down the road. I went running there this morning. And, it's not perfection, but it is good still, and to recognize the good. And with that said, maybe I can get like a little chair and a reading nook and put it in our living room so I can have a cozy space.
All I heard, like Dave Ramsey said on the show earlier, which wasn't that awesome having him on the show. He said, all I hear is debt, or you want to spend money.
I want to spend money on a chair.
We can do the chair. I have no problem. We just got to figure out the furniture orientation in this small little house that we're in. Okay. Good thoughts there. And I would also say, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of suffering, right? Maybe there's a little bit of a cross, Lord. I want to move. You told me not to. I'm going to follow you because you have your reasons. Maybe it's just to like literally save up like Dave would recommend, because that does make sense, honestly, to not give the banks any more money. Why are they giving them the money? You just stay here, suffer a little bit, save up that cash, buy that house.
And then like in a few years, we're going to have it so sweet.
We will. I mean, we will. And like who has their pay, very few have their house paid off. at this middle age, and yeah.
Right. But here's another thing another part of the equation, like our jobs, so like our jobs are not close to our home. And if we move in the country, like we'll have an even longer commute. So there's one benefit of staying where we're at because it's like right in the middle of where our jobs are. So unless we relocate jobs, there's also like that compound consideration.
That's a real one, right? And that could be another reason the Lord says stay put, because he knows we need to commute. Will he still meet that desire one day? I don't know. It's kind of the exciting part. Also, the tough part is we don't really know. Because it's true. If we go to certain places we sort of have in mind, I'm a teacher, so I don't even know. Yeah, is there a school even around there, or there's there one position which I would never get because there's only one position that's filled. That type of deal for what I teach and you and your job. So yeah.
So, what do you think? Let us know. Have you gone through a similar experience and have come out on the other side? We would love to hear your thoughts and have your shared experience. Maybe give us a little bit of wisdom.
That's right. So we actually have one more finance kind of related topic coming out. We just did a recording on a credit card situation. And yeah, stay tuned to this channel. App will be coming out probably later this next coming week. Follow us on Instagram or on Facebook, even Twitter. We're doing all the things.
TikToks, which I'm still learning about TikTok, but we're on there.
Right.
And you can follow us there.
Oh yeah. And definitely, maybe you're like, oh, I like the content, but I'm not going to sit here and watch this video. I got stuff to do. Hey, we're on podcasts, like all the platforms. So check us out. Life Talks with Brian and Melissa. We love you. We're praying for you guys.
Ciao, ciao. Subscribe.